Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I want to talk about. Oh, I can't believe I'm about to talk about it, but I'm gonna have to talk about it because this is stupid. I think this is beyond idiotic, and I'm gonna talk about The Last of Us. Yes, The Last of Us Part Two. Not Last of Us Part Two, but apparently The Last of Us, the first game, is getting a remake on the PlayStation 5. And I just got to say that is the most idiotic, ideal, and waste of time that I've ever seen Sony do. Sony, are you kidding me? Are you that creatively bankrupt? You need to figure out how you gonna get more PlayStation 5s out. You need to figure out how to do backwards compatibility. You need to figure out how we gonna get these games that's on the PlayStation Store that we're shutting down servers for and making sure people can't get those games anymore. But we don't have a way for these people to play those games on the other consoles or anything. Like I don't understand what you guys not understanding. Like you guys are worrying about the wrong thing and you're literally putting money into the wrong thing. Don't you realize nobody cares about The Last of Us anymore? You have made that well poison. Don't nobody want to be around it because they already know how Joel and Ellie ends. You're literally making a remake when you already did a remaster literally what 3 years ago. 3 years ago, and you can literally take the remastered version on the PlayStation 4 that you remastered and literally play it on the PlayStation 5 with the new upgraded patch on the PlayStation 5, and it still looks good. So why the hell are you even upgrading? I mean, remaking the game. I know what you're doing. You're trying to retell this story, but you're going to do it in another way. See, what I think they're going to do is they're going to remake the game, right? And what they're going to do is they're going to try to get us to be on the side of everybody else that was against Joel in Last of Us 2. What they're going to do is they're going to show how terrible Joel is as a person, so we wouldn't root for him anyway. So at the end of the day, what happened, what Joel did, we would be upset and be like, Joel, you are a terrible person. Why would we trust you with Ellie? Ellie needs to get the hell away from you. They're probably going to try to demasculate him in any kind of way. They're probably going to push Ellie a little bit more in that game as well, because that's what they're going to do. That is exactly what they're going to do. They're going to give us more backstory, and I wouldn't be surprised if Abby and her stupid dad show up in that game, in the Last of Us game, to try to hit home how much their relationship means. Where we're going to be playing probably as the doctor and Abby, so we can get a dual parallel thing, so we can understand how they were feeling during the time of The Last of Us, because they need to get us into investing in that kind of stuff. So when we transition from Last of Us 2, everything gonna be fine or whatever. But it's just like it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Look, you got your little terrible HBO show going on, all right? Leave it at that. Don't make no Last of Us 3. Don't make no remake of it. Leave the franchise alone. It is poison now. Or here's a thought. Remake The Last of Us 2 and actually give people what they want from that game, which means that they don't want Joel to die by Abby. You come up with a better story, a good reasoning that will require Joel and Ellie to go out on another adventure, because you didn't give a good reasoning anymore or whatever and stuff like that. Maybe find that there's a colony full of people that are immune just like Ellie, and they figured out how to create a vaccine, and they're and Joel and them are on their way to try to, get the vaccine before the Fireflies or whoever is trying to destroy the group of people and stuff like that, or try to take it and have control of everybody being cured from the cure or whatever and stuff like that. That could have been something cool, but no, you had to come up with the most generic bullcrap story where you get swole beast bitch girl, if you even want to call it a girl, Abby, and we get her to beat up Joel and then try to make us feel some kind of way because her dad died, even though in the first game you guys didn't give us a choice, and he literally had a knife up to our neck and was like, he'll kill us if we try to take the girl. So, okay then, you threatened us, we gonna kill you. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like you what are you trying to do, Naughty Dog? Look, Sony. Look, Sony. You need to take chances on some new properties. That's what you need to do. Stop trying to remake, remaster some of these games because it's not working. What you need to do is stop trying to be censored happy and release all of those IPs of well beloved anime games and Japanese games that everybody loves over here in the United States, but we can't play them because they're region locked, and because when if they do bring them over here, you guys want to change everything about them. Nobody wants to deal with that kind of nonsense. Give us good games. Stop being censorship happy. I'm sorry. Enough is enough with that crap. That is getting annoying as hell. And now you're sitting up here remaking a game that's literally not even 8 years old yet. It's only 7.5 years old. Like, what are you doing, Naughty Dog? What are you doing, Neil Druckmann? What are you doing, Sony Entertainment? I understand you want to try to make money, but you the ones who came over here into California and listened to all those weirdos, listened to Anna Sarkeesian, and gave us them terrible garbage. You gave us this terrible Last of Us Part 2 game that no matter how much people want to try to defend it, it was garbage. It was garbage on garbage, to be honest. It was a terrible game. Most people didn't sit through finishing. They still got copies in stores to this day that they can't move. They can't ship no matter how much it's on sale. But you know what you can't find in stores hardly? You can't find a PlayStation 5. You can't find The Last of Us. How about that? How about Sony focus on the real thing and focus on actually getting PlayStation 5s out, making them affordable enough for people to get, put more video games on there that's not a continuation of a classic IP, but actually have new games. And if you're not going to do that, bring in the region locked Japan games that you want to be censored happy with and uncensor them and let us experience these games how they're supposed to be. That's what you can do for me. That's what you can do for me instead of sitting up here making a remake of a stank game that ain't even that old yet. It's literally not that old. Or you could have redid a remake of Uncharted. That probably would have been cool. You know what I'm saying? You know, because the Uncharted games could use a little, graphic update to them. Other than that they're fine. They're fine as they are. But to sit up here and try to do a remake of The Last of Us, so what? So we can, feel bad about Joel, so we don't, root for him or whatever. He's the main character of the game. We already know his backstory. What are you gonna do? Try to be like that he's misogynist, sexist, racist, homophobe, and all that kind of stuff, even though we know he's not. But you guys are going to try to push that anyway. Why destroy a beloved IP? Leave it alone. You already done enough damage to it. Not even diehard Last of Us fans want a Last of Us remake because it's remake stupid. It's stupid. It's a dumb decision. It's a dumb idea. And we know you're only doing it because you don't have any ideas. You don't have another IP that you can work on because you don't want to take the chance. You don't want to take the risk, but you want the money though. So you're trying to do that hoping you can get a quick buck, even though most people are already turned off by The Last of Us. We don't talk about The Last of Us anymore because of The Last of Us Part 2 and Abby the man thing that you put in that game for no reason. And that crappy ending. That was garbage. And then you put a failure in charge. I don't understand. How do you keep failing upward in a company? It makes absolutely no sense. Makes absolutely no sense. But yet you continue to constantly do that. Now we have to deal with the fact that you're doing a stupid remake for a game that doesn't even need a remake, but you won't even make any brand new games for the console that you have now, that you really need to have, something, because right now there's hardly anything on PlayStation 5. So even if I wanted to get a PlayStation 5, there's nothing on it because all of the there's no games hardly. You're not bringing anything out. There are more titles on PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, Xbox, the Xbox games, and Nintendo Switch. Like, do you not understand that? But yet you want to waste money, time, resources, and energy on remaking The Last of Us? So you can ruin that game too for us? Okay, sure, fine. Do what you do. But I think this is completely stupid, though. Naughty Dog, do better. Learn better. PlayStation, do better. Matter of fact, go back to Japan, your home base, and don't let Western get inside your head, because this is the problem. This is literally the problem right there. I came over here in California. California done hypnotize you to think that this is how the real world works, and it doesn't. And now we're stuck with a good game and a poorly received sequel that nobody asked for, that most people wish didn't exist. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.